this is Bianca Lopez, and this is Be in the Know, brought to you by OWI and Tail. And I have one of my other favorite women in identity, Jennie. Jennie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I know, Jennie, how do you keep it together? She's one of the women putting all of this together. And you've been at OWI for how long now?
3 years,
And
ever
you've
since the
seen
beginning.
it grow. So tell me a little bit about what that trajectory has been, other than we're bigger than ever and we're in Vegas now.
I mean, this has been incredibly exciting 3 years. We did the first 2 years in DC. We wanted to be close to the community in DC, by the policymakers, by the regulators.
To really change the identity game. That's one of the things that I've always felt about this. You guys get some pretty big names in security and people talking about White House issues.
Yes.
Which is not an easy commercial. So you handle a lot of the business partnerships with OWI. And one of the things that I literally have to take my hat off for you guys is that you don't sell out on sponsorships. How is that progress, and like, what has that journey been?
Well, we take our programming pretty seriously. I mean, I think that one of the biggest needs that we were trying to solve was people in this community needed a place to go to actually learn from each other in a really candid way, in a place where they could share a lot of the challenges they're experiencing, some of the things that work well, but also being comfortable to talk about the things that really don't work well, and having a place to do that. So we take our programming very seriously, and we curate that all as one world identity. And it's been a place where all the industry leaders and experts come together. They want to speak. They want to be a part of this conversation.
And you got like hundreds of applications. You only picked a few that are really moving and shaking. Like, how is that process? Like, that can't be an easy task.
It's been an incredible outpour from the community, where the first 2 years, I mean, we were new, we were chasing people down, saying, we need you to be at this event.
Like, please come talk
here.
here.
Please come speak, because everyone wants to hear you speak. And now we've actually created a platform where people are coming to us with interest of, hey, it's our 3rd year returning to the show. We want to be back to be part of this conversation, and newcomers as well. So we have 60% of our speakers this year are actually in the identity community, but new as speakers.
Which is the other thing I have to give OWI the hats off to. Like, honestly, you go to these conferences, and I have the pleasure of traveling, the onus of traveling way too much. And I often see people recycling their talks, and this is something I don't see here. It's like always what's fresh, always what's happening. So what are you the most excited, other than a good, well-deserved drink by the end of this conference? What are you most excited about for Know this year?
I mean, what is great about the speakers that come to Know every year is that we actually do spend the entire year behind the scenes working with our speakers one-on-one on developing their content. So
I know, I've been pleasure to do that. It's amazing.
It's more than just prep calls. It's actually, getting together with their speakers and hearing the challenges they've been facing in the industry and what's at the forefront of their agenda, and making sure, like, okay, let's ask the hard questions this year, right?
Yeah, don't make the panel about a presentation or a pitch. I can watch that on press release.
That's right.
It's
Nobody wants
amazing.
to hear that. So we come and we ask the more difficult questions, and this year we have all new programming content. We have debates, we have master classes, lightning talks, we have the traditional panels, we have a demo stage. So there's a little bit of something for everyone.
Okay.
Which,
and now I have to ask you
that.
this as another chicken woman in identity. What made you get into this business? Like, how did you stumble upon identity and sort of get into here? And what is the thing that you're most excited about the business or the industry?
Well, I started off my career actually doing digital transformations in banking.
Banking.
That's where it all
like,
started.
Like, super excited. So we're used to the nerd crowd.
Oh, these are my people.
I know.
And then, we started having this conversation about trust and safety. And especially in banking, that's still a nascent conversation, right? It's something that's more colloquial to the Silicon Valley and the tech scene, but we're recognizing that those issues are ones that we have across industries, right? So it's not just in the payments sphere, it's not just in banking, and it's not just in tech. So that's what made me start to recognize that this is a global conversation that we're having.
That is amazing.
And that,
And you kind of fell in love with it, started consulting and started working here, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
That is amazing. What advice do you have for people that are curious about the industry or don't know how to get into it because it kind of feels cliquey? This is what we're trying to do and change it, right? To bring them, welcome them.
On, it is not cliquey.
We're all very nice people. We're very friendly. We're very sweet and a bit nerdy. So Jennie, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And congratulations on an amazing event. And I look forward to going on the road with the forums and doing a lot more. So be in the know, and we'll see you next time. Bye.